Konnichiwa minasan, Japanese Zulu boy no Takeo desu. Hi everybody, my name is Wandiletakeozwane, also known as Takeo, and this is my YouTube channel where I talk about everything from learning the Japanese language and stuff that revolves around the culture, especially anime reviews. So if you haven't seen my previous videos, I suggest you click on the links below and get to know me. So today we'll be doing part 2 of the series Learning Particles, so that you can better understand, or in fact be able to speak more Japanese. And we'll be focusing more on the no particle. So the no particle is, it basically has two roles. The first one being as possessive particle, the second one being a particle that connects two nouns. So for example, if you take the sentence Tozai Daikaku no Gakusei. Now Tozai Daikaku means college, but it can be interchangeable with the word university. So Tozai University is Tozai Daikaku, and Gakusei means student. So to join these two nouns, we just have to put the particle no right in the middle, and then it becomes Tozai Daikaku no Gakusei, which means a student from Tozai University. So another one would be Takeo-san no denwa bango. So denwa bango is phone number. So yeah, denwa bango, phone number. And you could also have sentences like Daigaku no sensei. Now with the word sensei in this context, it would mean professor. So Daigaku meaning college, Daigaku no sensei, a professor, a college professor. So that's how you can use it. And then you can actually start making it a little bit more advanced. So if you haven't watched my video where I talk about the wa particle, I suggest that you do, because with the sentence I'm about to say now, you understand it a little bit better. So you could say stuff like Takeo-san no oka-san wa koko no sensei desu. So that would mean Takeo's mother is a high school teacher. So sensei in this context would be teacher. Takeo-san no oka-san wa koko no sensei desu. Now the word oka-san is for mother. Then you have oto-san, father, oni-san, big brother, one-san, big sister, imoto, little sister, ototo, little brother. So those are just words you could write down and try and make some few examples for yourself. And yeah, that's the no particle. Pretty easy, right? So all you just have to remember is that you can use it in a possessive way when you're showing possession of something, or you could use it just to join two nouns together. And yeah, that's the no particle. And now we're gonna go through like some expressions that could help you sound more fluent or sound more natural when you're speaking to native Japanese speakers. So you have words like ano. So ano is used when you have reservations for something you want to say next, but you don't want to seem impolite, or you don't want to seem rude by interrupting something someone is doing. So you'd be like ano to get their attention to actually say what's on your mind or say what you actually wanted to say. And then you have the word yes. So with the word yes, it's hi, but you can also use e. But this is for more informal situations. And can also be used, it's mostly used by native speakers, but in it's more like very casual and relaxed. I wouldn't suggest you use it at a workplace or anything like that. Then you also have so desu ka. Now with so desu ka, it's used to actually acknowledge that you've understood and heard what somebody has said. So you'd be like so desu ka, which means yeah, I heard you and I understand what you're saying. Now also on to numbers, and I've covered this in my previous videos talking about numbers. There's also other ways you could actually pronounce these numbers. So for example, with the number 0, it could be 0 or re. And then with the number 1, which is ichi, you only pronounce the e sound when it's in the words like isai. Now isai, and as you know, sai means years old, so isai means 1 year old, something like that. And then ipon. Now ipon means 1 minute, so ipon, 1 minute. Then with number 2, which is ni, it relatively stays the same, doesn't really change much. And yeah, same thing with san, doesn't really change much. It just, like, if you want to say 3 minutes, you just have to put the pun, so it's the pun, pun, and those are the hiragana characters right there. So you'd actually say sampun, which would mean 3 minutes. Then with the number 4, which is yon, for time, as you know that with time we just add the word ji. So instead of saying yonji, you'd say yoji. And then with the number 5, which is go, go roughly stays the same, so you don't have to worry about that one. Then we have the number 6, which is roku. Now with roku, you only pronounce ro when it's in the word, like you want to say 6 minutes, you wouldn't say rokupun, you'd say ropun. So just the ro. Then we have number 7, which is nana. You don't really have to worry about that one, pretty safe. Then we have number 8, which is hachi. And funny thing with the word hachi, you can think of the One Piece character Hachi. He once fought Roronoa Zoro. Anyway, and so to say 8 minutes, you wouldn't say hachipun, you'd say hapun. So that would be 8 minutes. Then we have number 9, which is Q. And with Q, for time, how you'd express it, you wouldn't say QG to say 9 a.m. or p.m. You'd say kuji. So that's 9. Then we have number 10, which is ju. And you don't have to worry about that one, it stays the same. It will just become jupun, etc. So jupun would be like 10 minutes. And yeah, that's it with like numbers and time. So another helpful tip when it comes to expression and stuff like that is that for example, the word sensei. Now with sensei, it's mostly used to describe other people's occupation. But if you're discussing your own occupation and you're like, watashi wa sensei this, it comes off as a little bit arrogant. So to seem more modest or humble in a sense, you'd use the word kyoshi. So you'd say watashi wa kyoshi desu. So just to refresh your memory on numbers, so it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For me, like, I still love using my hands because it makes it easier to remember. But as better you get, you don't really have to use your hands. So I'd say it in my head, like, I want to say the word 0. I'd be like, okay, 0. But what actually comes out would be rei. And then I'd say the word 1, but what comes out would be ichi. And that's the same method I use when I was learning like hiragana characters and katakana characters. So every time on my way to work, I'd say the English word in my head and then like say it out with my mouth. And it really helped me remember this, because like sometimes people forget that when learning a language, like one of the most important things as well is like repetition, or surrounding yourself with the language, or immersing yourself with that language. So you can't just learn something for 1 week and then not look at it again. Because if you think about it, maybe back in your primary school, like think about how many times you wrote the English alphabet. So it takes just as much effort to learn the Japanese language. And like we haven't even gotten to more complex stuff like kanji, where there's like over thousands of those. And so yeah, just keep on practicing. And another tip that would help is that any word that you hear, maybe you'd be watching anime or listening to music, and you hear that one word that always reoccurs, like note down that word. Like if you can say it I think it becomes much easier for you to actually write it in Japanese, either in katakana or hiragana. So those are the ways you could actually practice and start like applying your memory, in a sense, to like writing out the Japanese language and understanding it even better. So yeah, back to numbers. Went on a tangent there. So it's rei, ichi, ni, san, yon, go, roku, nana, hachi, kyu, ju. Then to carry on, you just say ju, then put ichi, which means 10 plus 1, that is, which would be 11. Then you'd say ju ni, 10 plus 2, 12, ju san, etc. When you get to 20, in 20 there's 2 tens. So you'd say ni ju, that would mean 2 tens. So that's 20. Then to say 21, it's 2 tens and 1. So it'd be ni ju ichi, 21. And that's how you count in the Japanese language. And then you have 100, which is hyaku. So yeah, have fun with that. Keep on practicing. Use your hands if you want. So I'm gonna give you a couple of numbers. Just try say them if you can. Even if like it takes you a lot of time, you can pause this video and try say those numbers without like maybe like rewinding or something like that. It could it could be useful as a little bit of practice. And then back to time. So remember when in my previous video where I mentioned that go is used for PM, gozen is used for AM. So I'm gonna show you some clocks and tell you how to read them. So if you want to say it's maybe 6:30 PM and PM being gogo, you'd say the number for 6, which be roku, and time ji. So it'd be rokuji han desu. Han means half, which is 30 in time. So rokuji han desu. So that's how you start reading time in Japanese. So yeah. So yeah, that's it for this week's video. Tune in next week for more on the playlist Learning Japanese. And next week I'm thinking we should try like learning stuff you need to know when you're shopping in Japan, because I think like many of you guys, especially like people who are about to travel to Japan and stuff, you'd really want to be able to talk to somebody, maybe asking them the price and saying no, it's too expensive, can you bring it down, and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it'll be pretty interesting next week. So thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now, share with your friends, and I'll see y'all later. Ja, mata ne.